Before we begin, we suggest using headphones so you can enjoy every word and detail with excellent audio quality. So, let's get started. Do you want to impress people and attract them to you? Want to inspire and influence others? Imagine the world hanging on to your every word and looking up to you. Well, today's summary is for you. We are diving into a powerful art that's found in the world's most successful people. It's about how they connect with others, how they communicate, and how they leave a lasting impression. And we'll explore it all right here. It's often said that if you haven't read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, you're missing out. But don't worry, if you want a quick 12-minute summary of this masterpiece, click the link below. Today though, we are talking about a different book, The Art of People by Dave Kerpen. This book is your guide to managing relationships and understanding the people around you. People play a big role in our lives. Whether it's your job, career, or personal relationships, they matter more than anything else. This book offers 11 super practical tips to help you connect better, build stronger bonds, and make the most of every relationship. Let's break it down together. Chapter 1. Understand yourself and others. The first step in dealing with others is understanding yourself. How well do you know your habits, emotions, and behaviors? Self-awareness is key to connecting with others in a meaningful way. Take some time to figure out your strengths, weaknesses, and how you come across to others. Once you know yourself, you'll find it easier to understand those around you, even people you don't particularly like. Here's a fun challenge. Pick 3 people you don't get along with. Invite them for coffee and spend the time getting to know them better. Don't focus on liking them, more focus on understanding them. By the end, you might not be best friends, but you'll have a new perspective on them. When meeting someone for the first time, go beyond basic questions like what do you do for a living? Instead, try asking, what excites you most about your life right now? If money weren't an issue, what would you be doing? Who has inspired you the most in your life? These kinds of questions dig deeper and give you insight into what truly matters to them. You'll learn about their values, passions, and dreams, and that's how you really connect. Be interested, not interesting. It's no secret that people love talking about themselves. So instead of trying to impress them, focus on being genuinely curious about their lives. Listen carefully, really listen. Most of us aren't great listeners. We're just waiting for our turn to speak. But active listening, paying attention to their words and showing you care, builds trust and strengthens relationships. When you listen authentically, you're offering something rare: connection. People crave meaningful interactions, especially in a world where loneliness is common. By listening and showing empathy, you're helping others feel seen and valued. This isn't about manipulation. It's about building genuine, positive relationships that benefit everyone involved. So, be the person who listens, cares, and connects. It's a powerful way to influence others and create meaningful bonds. Chapter 2. Focus on meeting the right people. Here's a little secret about networking that hardly anyone talks about. Do you want to impress people and attract them to you? Want to inspire and influence others? Imagine the world hanging on to your every word and looking up. Here's an idea. Wear something that grabs attention. Something bold but not over the top. Maybe a bright scarf, funky shoes, or a tie that's got a little personality. It's a great way to break the ice and get people talking. And don't forget LinkedIn. It's like the VIP room of social networking. If you use it well, you can connect with almost anyone. Start by making your profile shine. List all the schools you went to, the jobs you've had, and even the groups you've joined. The more details, the better. Connect with people you already know, former classmates, co-workers, and watch your network grow. If there's someone specific you'd love to meet, look them up on LinkedIn. Check if you have a mutual connection and ask for an introduction. Who knows? That could lead to your next big opportunity. Also, hey, feel free to connect with us on LinkedIn. We've got some fun and helpful posts for you to check out. Establish your advisory board. Now here's a game changer. Create an advisory board. This is a group of 7 to 11 people who will help you crush your goals. Pick people who can genuinely help you out. Make sure at least half of them are folks you already know and trust. Then add a couple of fresh faces to people you've never met but share mutual connections with. Once you've got your dream team, invite them to join. Set up regular meetups and remember this golden rule: hire slow, fire fast. Think about the people in your life professionally and personally. If someone isn't adding value, it's okay to let them go. On the flip side, don't rush into relationships too quickly. Whether it's a business or personal connection, take your time to really know someone before making them part of your inner circle. And remember, if things stop feeling right, don't be afraid to step away. One more thing, being nice is great, but don't let it hold you back. Some people will ask a lot from you without giving much in return. It's okay to say no to those people. At the same time, don't be so quick to dismiss someone who might actually bring value to your life. Take the time to figure it out. Chapter 3. Learn how to read other people. We've talked about listening, but here's the thing. Listening isn't just about hearing. It's about truly paying attention to what someone's saying and understanding what they mean. Pay attention to what's important to them. And don't just listen with your ears, listen with your eyes too. People give away so much through their facial expressions, posture, and body language. Notice the little things. Are they smiling or frowning? What's their body language like, relaxed or stiff? Are they using hand gestures to make a point? How's their eye contact? Are they looking at you or glancing away? How close are they standing? Distance can tell you a lot about how they're feeling. Here's a pro tip. Try mirroring. That means subtly reflecting their body language or speech style. But do it naturally, don't overdo it, or it'll feel fake. People don't always want advice, even if they ask for it. Most of the time, they just want to feel heard. When you mirror authentically, you make people feel understood, and that's something they'll appreciate more than you know. Chapter 4. Learn how to connect with people. One of the best ways to connect with others is through validation. Now, validation doesn't mean you have to agree with everything someone says. It's more about showing that you care and understand where they're coming from. A great way to start building that connection is by asking, "How can I help you?" This simple question lets the other person know you're willing to lend a hand. Even if they don't take you up on your offer, they'll still appreciate the gesture and feel more connected to you. And who knows, this could inspire them to help you in the future. These days, everyone has some kind of online presence, and it's so important to be as genuine online as you are in real life. Don't put up a fake persona. It'll only make you seem inauthentic. Being vulnerable is okay too. When you let your guard down, people feel closer to you because they can relate to your struggles. So yeah, don't be afraid to shed a tear if that's how you feel. And here's something we've all heard before. Treat others the way you want to be treated. But the thing is, not everyone wants to be treated the same way you do. People are different and context matters. So maybe tweak that rule a bit and think of it as treat others how they want to be treated. Chapter 5. Focus on influencing. If you want to influence someone, it's all about helping them feel like the idea was theirs all along. Here's a tip: never say, "I have an idea." Instead, guide the conversation so they naturally come to the conclusion you want. Sometimes it helps to point out the opposite of what you're aiming for and highlight the issues with that approach, and they might realize your idea is the solution. When they do suggest something close to your idea, celebrate it. Build on it by saying things like, "That's a great starting point. Have you thought about?" This way they feel involved and valued. Avoid sounding like a salesperson. Nobody enjoys being sold to. Instead, share stories. People love stories because they connect emotionally and are so much more memorable than a hard pitch. And here's the big one: know when to stop talking and just listen. Truly listening, asking questions, and showing genuine interest is the secret sauce to building trust and influence. Once you've done that, presenting your idea becomes so much easier. Lastly, don't let the fear of hearing no stop you from asking for what you want. If you don't ask, you're guaranteeing a no. So take a deep breath and go for it. You might just get the yes you're hoping for. Chapter 6: Changing Minds. Want to win influence? Stop trying to change other people's minds. Just shift your own mindset. It's way easier than waiting around for someone else to come around. Now, bragging, it's not always bad, as long as you're humble and real. Sharing your wins can actually be super beneficial. Don't be afraid to put your achievements out there on social media, but make sure you're being authentic. Yeah, people might judge, but as long as you're true to yourself, it doesn't matter. Speaking of social media, take a moment to lift others up. When someone's done something amazing, give them a compliment. Genuine praise makes people feel good and shows that you're paying attention. Managing your time is also key, especially when it comes to the people you spend it with. Here's how to do it. Look at your calendar from the past few weeks and see where your time went. Ask yourself, am I happy with how I prioritize my time? Cut back on less important stuff so you can focus on what really matters. Check in with the important people in your life regularly, those you want to spend more time with. After a month, review your system. Are you actually spending time with the right people? It's all about being intentional with your time and making it count. Chapter 7: Be a teacher. There's a big difference between telling someone how to do something and showing them. Whether you're teaching a friend, a colleague, or even your kids, showing is always more effective. To be a great teacher, patience is everything. You've got to take your time, break things down step by step, and explain things so clearly that anyone can get it. Everyone's different, so don't assume they'll approach things the same way you do. Here's a fun activity to level up your teaching skills. Think about a few people you lead or influence, whether at work or in your personal life. Now remember your favorite teachers from school. What made them awesome? How did they inspire you or improve your performance? Use those qualities as inspiration to be a better mentor or manager for others. If you're a manager or someone who leads, teaching others about goals and accountability is a game changer. Encourage people to find an accountability partner, someone who helps them stay on track. Together they can set smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, and check in weekly to stay motivated. Teaching isn't just about what you know, it's about how you make others feel capable of achieving something amazing. Chapter 8: Be a leader. There's no I in the team, but there is an I in leadership. A lot of people step into leadership roles without any formal training or coaching. To be a great leader, here are a few things to focus on. Set a clear vision for your team and communicate it well. Make sure the right people are in the right roles. Ensure your team has the resources and funding needed to reach their goals. Being a leader also means being transparent. It's tough, but you've got to be the one to deliver bad news, whether at work or in your personal life. Be honest, get straight to the point, and stay positive when you can. This kind of openness builds trust and strengthens relationships. Leadership isn't just for CEOs or managers. Anyone can lead, whether it's in your company, your department, or even your family. And you don't need a fancy title to set an example for others. Plus, as a leader, you can inspire others to step up as leaders too. Chapter 9. Learn how to resolve conflict. Nobody loves dealing with conflict, but knowing how to handle it is a game changer. Whether it's a disagreement between you and someone else or two other people, the goal is to ease the tension and find a resolution that works for everyone. Conflict usually happens when someone doesn't feel heard or understood. So, let both sides share their perspective. Rushing to fix things won't help people need to feel like their concerns are taken seriously. If emotions are running high, give things a little time to settle. And if you're part of the conflict, sometimes the best move is to let go of your argument. It's not about losing. It's about taking control by deciding how things will end. Resolving conflict isn't always quick or easy, but with patience, listening, and a bit of understanding, it's definitely possible. Chapter 10. Be inspirational. Here's the thing, it's not all about you. Whether you're talking to 3,000 people or just 3, if you want to inspire them, focus on them. It's about how they can grow, not about showing off your skills or products. Too often people get stuck talking about their own agenda or what they're selling. Instead, think about how what you offer can solve someone else's problem or make their life better. Also, don't underestimate the power of small acts of kindness. They can brighten anyone's day. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Hold a door open for someone, pick up some litter, or share a post to support a friend. When giving feedback, remember, avoid criticizing people in front of others. Have a one-on-one conversation. Use the praise sandwich. Start with a compliment, share your feedback, and end with another positive note. Offer solutions, not just critiques. Chapter 11. Keep people happy. The last tip, make people happy. Find creative ways to surprise the important people in your life. This could be your co-workers, clients, friends, or family. Even small gestures can go a long way, like giving someone a genuine compliment or sharing a joke. You could also try writing thank you notes. Sure, it's a bit old school, but it shows thoughtfulness and effort. A simple thank you card can build trust and loyalty. Another idea is giving small, thoughtful gifts. They don't need to be extravagant. A cute plant for someone's desk or a nice bottle of wine can make a big impression. Lastly, connect people. Introduce your friends or colleagues to each other. It's a small thing that makes both people feel valued, and it often creates mutual benefits. So those were 11 easy tips to help you become a better person. Sometimes it's the small things, listening well, showing empathy, inspiring others, leading with transparency, and spreading a little happiness that truly set you apart. And here's the best part. You don't need to do anything major. Just take one small step at a time. Or trust me, every one of you can master the art of dealing with people. It just takes a little effort to get started. The Art of People. Book review. What stood out to me about this book is how much it emphasizes the power of listening. Kirpin makes a great case for why active listening builds trust and understanding. Plus, he gives practical tips to help you improve this skill. Another thing I loved is the focus on empathy, really putting yourself in someone else's shoes. It's such a simple idea, but it can completely change how you communicate and connect with people. Overall, The Art of People is a fantastic, easy-to-read book. packed with actionable advice. If you're looking to build stronger relationships and communicate better, this one's definitely worth your time. Our journey with this video ends here. If you want to purchase this book, the purchase link is available in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Minibook, and follow us on Facebook as well, because we will keep creating similar videos for you regularly. See you in the next video. Until then, stay happy and keep smiling.